A warm welcome to you. This is OGTV News at midday. I am Bukola Agbakiso. In Ogun State, primary and post-primary schools as well as government technical schools today resumed for the delayed second term of the 2020-2021 academic session. The pupils were initially scheduled to resume on Monday, January 4, but the spike in the number of infected people in the COVID-19 second wave necessitated the shift in date of resumption. Ogun State government, through the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, in a statement wanted school authorities to ensure strict compliance with the safety protocols. These include use of face masks, regular washing of hands, and use of alcohol-based sanitizer. It is expected that academic works will commence without delay to cover lost grounds as a result of the rescheduled resumption date. The federal government has insisted that the deadline given for the registration of all subscriber identification modules with valid national identity number was still in force. It also declared that the NIN was mandatory for diplomats who reside in Nigeria as well as for all other lawful residents across the country. Asked whether the federal government had eventually advised the Nigerian Communications Commissions as regards the deadline for SIM registration with NIN, the Director, Public Affairs, NCC, Ikechukwu Adinde, told reporters that nothing had changed. The minister approved the setting up of a NIN enrollment center at the Federal Ministry of Foreign Affairs for diplomats. The desk will be set up on January 19, 2021. A statement issued in Abuja by Pantami's aide, Femi Adeluye, stated that the center will provide support for members of the diplomatic corps and will be managed by the Communications Ministry through NIMSE. The ministry stated that the center was being set up based on the request of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Geoffrey Onyema, in order to simplify the process for diplomats. The Nigeria Governors Forum on Monday said it will meet on Wednesday to chart a way out of the second wave of the pandemic as schools reopen across the country. In a statement signed by its spokesman, Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo, the Governors Forum said it was alarmed by the intensity of the second wave of the global pandemic and the country's steady commencement of inoculation. Nigeria's number of new cases had skyrocketed in recent weeks, seeing the nation across the 100,000 mark for total infections. On Sunday, the Nigeria Center for Disease Control reported 1,444 new cases and 15 deaths. The NGF meeting will be the first for the governors in 2021 and will be conducted virtually. Other matters to be discussed at the meeting include revenue sharing and water resources bill. The Governors PTF Committee, headed by Delta State Governor Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, which is charged with the responsibility of liaison between the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19 and the Governors Forum, will brief the forum on what it needs to know on the vaccines and the way forward. Now to other stories. Not taking proper care of equipment can shorten its lifespan. Hence, the need for personnel of the Ogun State Television, OGTV, to handle the station's equipment with utmost care in order to achieve optimal productivity. The facilitator of the in-house training for members of staff of OGTV, Niyi Babade, stated this while taking the participants through day 2 of the training. Idowu Fabajo reports.
Taking proper care when handling any equipment is one of the more effective and cost-efficient ways to easily achieve the preservation of items. The Day 2 in-house training organized by the Ogun State Television OGTV for members of staff, which comprises cameramen, reporters, producers and technical personnel, featured a better way of handling camera, lighting, studio equipment and maintenance.
Another dangerous thing, on no account, international standard, will a camera be left not in the studio? No, in the studio this is permitted. Be left on a tripod anywhere in the world. Saying that alone will cost you your job.
It was an interactive class with participants gaining knowledge from the international facilitator, Niyi Babade.
As crowd show because they believe that is the way the crowd sees. Alright? That's what called when they say give me crowd shot. It's perpendicular to the action.
You should know everything about the camera. That's one. You should need to take very good care of the camera. It's not the personality that matters. But the camera is the main thing, is the center. Because for whatever shot you are going to take, it's your understanding of that particular camera that can help you in the environment in which you are, amount of light, like let us look at the thing, you can actually understand.
In his closing remark, the OGTV board chairman, Comrade Tunde Oladunjoye, who facilitated the training, said he wants members of staff of OGTV to be more professional in the discharge of their duties, saying more of it is coming.
When you give it to the staff will give you improved output. There's no two way about it. All of us cannot be here. Some people are still going to join OGTV tomorrow. It is those of us that have acquired this knowledge that will now go back to download this knowledge and impact on them. I want to assure you that as far as this board is concerned, as far as the management is concerned, we will continue to do our best to improve the quality of our staff, journalists and non-journalists alike.
Participants appreciated the management and board for deeming it fit to organize such training.
This kind of workshop has exposed us to the fact that no matter your background or where you are coming from, you must not set limitation for yourself.
It has opened our eye to the fact that production is a teamwork, and it has given us a wider knowledge of what we seem to even know before.
It is expected that after the training, participants would apply the knowledge gained into their daily operations for optimal performance. Ido Fabaju, OGTV News.
Senator Gibril Martins, two-time Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, has been laid to rest in his Agoiwoye country home. The successful industrialist died early hours of Sunday in Lagos. Agoiwoye, Ogun State, in Nigeria, felt the passage of a political juggernaut.
Agoiwoye, and by extension Ogun State and Nigeria, expecting the body of Senator Gibril Martins. This is Agoiwoye, the country home of former Minister of State for Finance and former Minister of Commerce and Industry in Nigeria, now late Senator Gibril Martins. He will be buried here close to where his first wife was buried. And a few hours later, the body arrived and the whole town was thrown into mourning. A former Minister of State for Finance and Minister of Commerce and Industry is gone.
He's one of the great leaders in our dear state and in Nigeria. He's also my own leader, and you can imagine that we can only give thanks to Almighty that he lived a good life.
Like a father to me. I'm still short of words because I spoke with him about a week ago. I didn't have an inkling that the end has come. This is somebody who is very compassionate. In terms of politics, he likes to build consensus, and is a forthright person.
Family man, he was outstanding. He was a good mentor to many of his beneficiaries. I, as a person, apart from SDP days, we never occupy the same political party. But you can hardly know the difference because his activities, his relationship cut across all spheres.
It was a gathering of who is who in politics. Some we developed and trained. Politics, friends, families and sympathizers all came to see the body for the last time and paid their last respects.
We have lost the life wire of the town. We have lost a very powerful man that have left a very big vacuum that nobody will even try matching the shoe he has left.
A man of honor and integrity, a religious man, a man that believes in helping people. Is a philanthropist. That with his passage, a very big part of me is gone. He single-handedly brought me up politically.
Full of unity, a nation builder, a community builder, a man totally devoid of rancor.
We've lost a great merit amongst us. Fantastic man. Very kind, very welcoming, very humble.
In Yoruba tradition, the elders don't attend the burial of junior. But I felt I should come to this one. And this time of Corona, this is not the time people should be gathering together. So this man was so unique. He deserved to be honored.
The whole country, Nigeria, not only Agowe or Ogun State, we all miss him. He's an elder statesman, and he's a very unfortunate, but it's a debt that we all hold, and we know we have to pay.
Senator Gibril Martins' Kuye's name is synonymous to the many developments in Agoiwe and the people has enjoyed while he was alive. JMK was a leader of leaders, hence the nickname leading leader. He has produced worthy successors in business, politics, community service, and other endeavors of humanity. A God-fearing, amiable, decisive, just, equitable, and quintessential leader. From Agowe, it's been Bumeri reporting for OGTV News.
Meanwhile, Ogun State Governor Prince Dabo Abiodun has commiserated with family, friends, and associates of elder statesman Alhaji Gibril Martins, who passed on at the weekend, aged 78. Governor Abiodun said the demise of the former Minister of State for Finance marks the end of an era and significantly underscores the depletion of the rank of elder statesmen, men of faith, and progressive politicians in the country. A statement issued in Abeokuta by his chief press secretary, Kunle Shumori, quoted the governor as saying, "I have personally lost a great pillar of support who offered useful advice to advance my political career." Describing the late former Minister of State for Finance as a consummate politician, a boardroom guru, and entrepreneur, Governor Abiodun said the death of Senator Martins is a huge loss to members of his family and progressive politicians in the country. Governor Abiodun said he would miss the ebullient senator, popularly called GMK. The governor urged the bereaved family and associates to take solace in the good life he lived and pray that Allah forgives GMK's mortal sins and admit Senator Gibril Martins into Al-Jannah Firdaus. Now foreign news. People in England aged 70 and over, as well as those listed as clinically extremely vulnerable, will begin receiving offers of a coronavirus vaccine this week. Prime Minister Boris Johnson said the move was a significant milestone in the nation's vaccination program. More than 5 million people from priority groups 3 and 4 will be invited to have a jab from Monday. It comes as 10 new mass vaccination hubs open across England. The UK has also closed its travel corridors until at least 15 February to protect against as yet unidentified new strains of COVID. The expansion of the vaccination program comes after the number of people to receive a first dose rose to 3.8 million across the UK. More people have tested positive since the pandemic began. People aged 70 and over and clinically extremely vulnerable individuals make up priority groups 3 and 4. Now sports news. Lionel Messi was shown the first red card of his Barcelona career as they were beaten 3-2 by Athletic Bilbao in the Spanish Super Cup final on Sunday. Messi, in his 753rd appearance for Boca, swung at Asia Villalba in the final seconds of extra time, an incident spotted by the VAR. Boca led twice through Antonio Griezmann, but Oscar De Marcos and Villalba in the final minute scored as Athletic replied each time. Inaki Williams scored a fine winner. Messi lashed out at goal scorer Villalba off the ball in the 120th minute. The referee missed a clash at the time before viewing it on the VAR screen and dismissing Messi. He could now be banned for at least 4 domestic games, with Super Cup suspensions carrying over to league and cup matches. And Boca Juniors have won the inaugural Diego Armando Maradona Cup by beating Banfield 5-3 on penalties. Maradona died in November, and Argentina renamed its League Cup in honor of the great, who was a former Boca player. Boca Raman said that this cup is a tribute to Diego, and it will surely be accompanying our celebrations. The win came after Boca were knocked out of the Copa Libertadores by Santos in Midwest. And as we go on the news this afternoon, don't forget that success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. And you can now watch us live on these platforms: Apple, Roku, Windows, BlackBerry, Facebook, and Android devices. You can also watch live on OGTV website, www.ogtv.com.ng/live. That was the media news. Thanks so much for watching. Yoruba version comes up immediately. Don't go away. Good afternoon.